welcome to my FlossTube channel. This is Farish, and today I am on the road. I am leaving my home in Winston-Salem and heading to Raleigh, where I'm going to experience a framing session that is new to me. This has been recommended to me by my friend Sue, who lives in Durham and has been using this framing company for quite a while, and I am really excited about the possibility. As you can see in the background, I am at McDonald's. I'm getting some breakfast to sustain me on the road, and it's a beautiful sunny day here in North Carolina, and I am also a little noisy and I'm looking forward to my adventure. I'll also be having lunch with Sue and hoping to do a little stitching and a little catching up. So stay with me. My destination is Kids Frames, a while you wait framing shop that's located in the Education Building at the State Fairgrounds in Raleigh, North Carolina. With a permanent setup in the building, they have a good supply of frame moldings. And of course, in order to have your job done while you wait, you need to choose one of the frame moldings and mat boards that they have in stock. From what I saw, they have a great supply, and I can say the staff was friendly and knowledgeable and skilled, and boy, were they fast. I should probably explain that the main reason that I was ready to try kids framing while you wait was because I needed to frame the sampler that I'm teaching on the FlossTube Sea Cruise. Now, I can't reveal it yet, but it's coming. Well, that was an interesting experience, and I'll have more to say about it once I get to where I'm going, which is to have lunch with my friend Sue. So it's been quite an experience, and one that I will definitely be doing again, with a few extra things to be aware of. First of all, it can be really crowded. You're at a fairgrounds with it's sort of like a flea market going on outside the building. Huge. I mean, just everything you can find there. And then inside the building, there are booths with a wide variety of things. There is some food available, restrooms, which again, keep in mind that you're at a fairgrounds. So I would say that in general, that if you have a sense of adventure and you have an idea of what you want and you are very clear in your mind as to whether or not you're willing to make any compromises. Because I would say they had about 4 dozen frame profiles to choose from. Good selection of mats. But don't expect the sort of frame shop where they have the sort of the right angles of the mat samples cut that you can lay on your piece and decide. So you really have to have a good eye for color and a good sense of, again, what you want before you get there. I was just amazed at the service. I was amazed at Linda's ability to measure and remember things without writing them down, and then go over to her computer and set that up to cut the mat in just no time at all. The woman who was right in front of me was there to get a college diploma framed, NC State, which apparently, because we're here in Raleigh, Linda and her team have done often. So she was able to go immediately to the right color of red. When the woman brought the frame sample to her, Linda very diplomatically pointed out that the steel is silver, and so she might want to reconsider her frame choice, and she did. And it was just absolutely gorgeous when she was done. In that whole process of choosing and whatnot was like 15 minutes. An hour later, she came back and it was done. Under glass, completely finished. I got hung up a little bit because what I had thought I wanted for the matte colors, she didn't have. I also realized that since framing the first in the series, that I changed the colors a little bit, because originally I had stitched it with DMC floss, and now I'm stitching in Cosmo, so the colors were going to be a little bit different. Picked out a green that I liked, told her I wanted to think about an accent in red. She brought out a very deep burgundy, which at first I'm like, I don't know, that's awfully dark, but I kind of liked it. But again, this is where not having the frame, the matte corners to choose from was a bit of a disadvantage, because you really had to imagine what it was going to look like. So it did that, and she went over and cut them, but she cut them backwards. I wanted the green as a face and the red as an accent, and she cut them the other way around. Meanwhile, she cut the set properly, and I thought, well, you know what? I kind of like this. Well, a couple of other people had come up behind me. One of them was a couple that was just there to pick up and pay. And I said, you know, just go ahead in front of me. And you know, I was happy to do that, because that gave me a moment to change my frame choice from a wood with a very sort of mahogany finish to a silver. And I really, really like that. All in all, the whole process from the time I walked up until I was finished was about an hour and a half. That was fine. Lots of things to look at while I waited. They also have chairs that you can sit and just be comfortable while you're waiting. So all in all, I would rate this as a good experience, and one that I am going to be happy to repeat. So now it's time for lunch with my friend Sue, and maybe I'll actually get to stitch a little bit. So, a couple of other things while I'm thinking about it. Make sure that you bring a bag or something large enough to bring your framed piece home with you, because it's not going to be wrapped up. It's not going to be in a tote bag or whatever. So bring bubble wrap, a towel, something to protect your framed piece, to get it home safely, and something large enough to put it in. Another thing is, you know, I mount my own work, so I did not ask them about mounting at all. They did ask me if I wanted it, but I didn't get a price or whatever. I also did not ask about glass, because at this point I need to photograph it before I put it under glass. So there's a couple things that I did not price and just simply didn't ask about. There was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, I guess if you asked them what the price would be before they started work, they would tell you, but it was not offered. And oh, they do offer a nice discount for cash, like 10%, which can be significant depending on what you're getting framed. And my friend Sue had let me know ahead of time about that, and frankly, I forgot. So I paid with a credit card and, you know, didn't get the discount. I'll probably think of something else, but if so, I'll just add it. Bottom line, before I hit the road to go home, I would definitely do this again. I think that there's a lot to be said for kids' frames if you're in the Raleigh-Durham area. And in my case, it was, I think, worthwhile to travel even from Winston-Salem. Of course, I had the bonus of getting to have lunch with my friend Sue, and so that certainly added to it. But I think the next time I go, I think that I'll try to plan the whole day, so I can kind of shop the flea market and all the booths that are in the facility as well. Also, as I was driving to this last stop, I thought about this. I'm gonna price the same mats and frame moldings as similar as I can find at a couple places local to me in Winston-Salem, and do a price comparison, and then I'll report back to you. Of course, it's not going to be part of this episode, but hopefully by the next one. And of course, if I manage to do one on my usual Saturday, that'll be right before Christmas. So I'm not positive I will get that one done, but if not, new year, new starts, exciting things coming. And if it's a couple weeks before I see you, then in the meantime, stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see you later.